Hello and welcome back to our follow-up video on my Triumph Stag. Now, before we go too far into this, because I'm sure that from episode 1 I would have got a whole load of wah from some of you followers or non-followers. If you're not following, why not? Anyway, I need to reiterate, this is my car, my own personal car, and I was working on it in my own personal time. So yes, while the tap breaking incident was a cock-up, and I fully acknowledge that, every day is a learning day, every day is a school day, and yeah, I learned something then. Silly arse. Anyway, enjoy this video where I get the thing up and running. Managed to get one screw fixing through, and that actually holds the pedestal dead tight. I just need to shorten the screw so that it doesn't protrude through and into the inlet side. The remains of the tap are blocking the other hole up. It was a 3mm hole, or 2.8mm hole to be precise, but a 3mm drill bit going through the aluminium was able to get it pretty good. Now, what I'm going to do, because I'm just going to muller the car body by trying to get that out. I really just want to try and get the car so it starts, I can turn it around, and then I can work on it properly. It's my car. I shouldn't have rushed into it. I should have gone and got my tap holder rather than the drill bit. It's just stupidity on my part. But yes, shit happens. Shit indeed happens. So I can secure it with one screw. I'm then going to clean all this out. I just want to shorten this off. I'm going to take probably about 3 or 4mm off it, and that should be enough. Find me junior hacksaw. No, big hacksaw it is, because I want to get home before it pisses down with rain, and I want to start the car up. And this is already taken far longer than I anticipated. There we go, that's off. And, oh, that's warm. And that goes back on there. That goes in there. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I tried heating up the car body. I tried all manner of things and none of it was working. So one threaded hole holds that as tight as I want to hold it. Right, next we need a needle valve, which I should have in this box here. This is a Triumph Stag rebuild kit. Rather hoping a new needle valve would be in here. Yes, there it is. Look at that. Brand spanking new needle valve, which is right there. And I should have the big needle valve washer as well. Otherwise, there it is. There we are. One needle valve and washer. Right, then that can go back on there. Get the air gun to give the carb a good blow over to make sure that there's no detritus. Float back in, and then we want to set the float height 16 to 17mm. That goes down, that goes down. Great. Then we have got $18. 15, 17, 17. Beautiful. Right. Check it works. It does. gasket on. That's all clean, nothing nasty in there. I should have a float chamber gasket in here, I hope. Seeing as I've mullered the old one. Oh look, my bottle opener. We haven't got a float chamber gasket. I've got 2 more places I can look. Right, float chamber gasket, thank God. O-ring, which I took out and put there. That is a Stag O-ring, I hope. I'll double check in a second. Right, there's that. And then we've got float chamber. Just a couple of bits of crap gasket on there still. And then float chamber back on. Let's get some fuel line. I need to get some fuel line. I need to double check the O-ring size. I need to get a gasket for the mating face, for the insulator. And I think we're going to be bloody well there at last. This slot can get cleared up tomorrow. Right, carb is bolted back on. And I was just going to put the carbs back onto the pedestal. As you can see, I've disconnected the fuel line entirely. And then I thought, oh, there's quite a bit of fuel down here really. So I'm going to see if I can't get the worst of it out of the inlet. Otherwise it's just going to give a really rich mixture. I guess we breathe the hose over there. Right, that's got the worst of that. And then do this side. Otherwise what will happen is the pooling fuel in the carb right in the inlet is just going to run so rich that I stand a chance of damaging the bores. Right, okay. Now, the O-ring is actually settled back into its original shape, but I'm going to replace it because, just because. They're only a couple of quid and I don't want the risk of this thing deciding that it's got a very, very, very slight vacuum leak. Right, so there we go. And then that goes back down on top. Beautiful. Release the throttle cable there just to keep that nice. Washer. Nuts. Fuel line next. So I'll replace the bits that I can see, but I really want to get this thing such that I can start it and turn it around, which was my objective for the day. Then I can fuck around sorting out all the little odds and sods that need doing, because otherwise it's going to take me all day doing something that I hadn't actually planned on doing. But welcome to the world of classic cars. Reasonable amount of liquid in the V, but nothing particularly nasty. Now, just to get this down and get it so that it is where I want it to be, and then the vacuum advance stub can go back in, and then the dashboards, I'm probably going to leave the dashboard off. That jet, not a long way down. So not the same as that one. Never mind. Like I said, I honestly cannot tell you. Honestly cannot tell you when these carbs were rebuilt, or even if they have been rebuilt. Here you can see the remains of the tap and the screw. Yeah, good work that, Richard. Never mind. We make mistakes. Now, the dashpot then goes back on. And I'm going to drop that down so that the diaphragm is in and the dashpot then lines up at the front. Beautiful. I'll just put one screw in loosely on it. Breather pipes. I need to put those back on. So, breather pipe wants to connect to the right hand cam cover. Does it go right into it? It does. Right hand cam cover. There. Bob. On you go. And that then goes around and all the way over here to that inlet there. Just need to make sure that it's not going to interfere with the throttle, and it is sort of interfering with the throttle. Not anymore. Right, and then this one goes on to this carburetor at the front. Brilliant. Right, put the other throttle shaft on. Choke module can reattach before I forget it. And then fuel lines, and then power. And we'll see whether we have fixed the flooding issue. This spring washer is a pain in the arse. It's not wanting to come off. Come on, you bastard. There it goes. There we go. And that then goes on there. Spring washer. And nuts. I'm going to replace all of these breather hoses and everything on this, but just not now. Right, okay, next, fuel line, which goes from the, it's not a standard filter this is a Malpassi filter king, which allows me to regulate the pressure. And these clips have gone rusty. Right, there's that one, and I want this nut off the top here. Just tidy up here. It is labelled up as a reasonably modern 0691. That can't be 0691. Normally it has the date stamped into it. Fuck all. Well, it's rubbish then, isn't it? Okay, fuel line in place. I need to just put that the other side of that. There we go, it's come off the engine, put it back on the engine, there we go. I'm going to order new breather hoses, new overflow pipes and everything for this. But in the meantime, I really want to just see now if we can't get this started up. Which would be nice really, wouldn't it? Considering the amount of effort that's gone. I think first and foremost, let us just put keys in ignition. I don't even know where the keys are. Here are the keys. Let's see if, because there should be enough power in the battery to run the fuel pump. Let's get the immobiliser off. It'd help if I opened the door really, wouldn't it? Right. Right, so, oops, tripped over the cable. Fuel pump's running. We're not overflowing. So I'm inclined to put the air filter casing back on. Push that up. That dashboard is too tight. Oh, we haven't put the screws back in the top of it yet. Shall I put the screws in the dashboard top? And I need to put the vacuum advance on as well. So let's turn the ignition off. Just undo the battery. And right, this can come off. Fuel line's done. Not leaking. Doesn't stink of fuel anymore anyway, which is always a bruisey. Right, there goes the dashport. Diaphragm is in the right way round. The top is the right way round. La 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 la. Four screws. Going down. Going down. Going down. They're a bit sticky, these. Is there a spring underneath there? Am I going nuts? Is that another thing that I robbed while it was parked up? Yes, there is a spring in there. It's not particularly beautiful spring. I might double check that. If it runs without flooding, I'll be happy. That's good. I think what happened was it just got itself stuck on the inside of the dashboard. So that's now free. Needles down, diaphragm's in the right way round. That's down. Back in there. Let's check the other one, and then the air filter can go back on. Oh my goodness. That's good. This carb is tighter for some reason. Don't know why. Not for now. Not for now. For now. For now, for now, for now. For now, for now, for now. Right, I want this one. And housing. What fun! No gaskets under here, folks. I left them at the unit. Can't be asked. It's just going to go on. I think for the purposes of right now, and I need to put helicoil in over there as well. Right, at last. So let's, before this weather turns, because it's about to, I fear, let's pop the jumpers back on. See, the car gets you started. Be nice, wouldn't it? If it does, I can turn you around. Let's take that off there, we don't need the charger anymore. Oh, been my day today, this has. Right, now, please work. Right, let's go and have a look. Turn you off. Got a blow on the exhaust down here somewhere. Right. Brakes are listed. Rusty under there. Lighted corner bumper here. Got oil pressure, it's warming up, probably push that choke in now, but then the fuel is so ancient it might not run. Blow on the exhaust over there. Yeah, fuel's just a bit too knackered, isn't it? It's going to need a little bit of choke. Right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the garage because the weather's about to turn inclement. You stand there. You stand there? Probably. Come on, girl. Of course it was going to do that, wasn't it? Because you just knew it was going to do that because I've just put all the bloody charger away. Go around to there. Let's start now. wondering how long. How long this thing's been sitting in the garage doing fuck all. That's not bad actually. The brakes are waking up. I'm going to need to get the corners off. Back wheels need to come off anyway. Back wheels need to come off for me to do lights. Well, there's something in the way there. Big pile of crap at the back of the garage. Oh. That's working. Oh, we appear to have missed the end of the garage. Right, that'll do it. Brakes are very sticky. Soon fix it. Just about get out. Oh, that's a good one. Right, now, differential next. Maybe not today. Maybe I'll celebrate with a couple of beers now.